Hello, I hope you're all having a good evening. It has been ages since I've done a live video, and I've had a few questions from you guys recently about what's in the 30 Days to Healthy Living. So although there are tons of videos out there from naturopathic doctors, from nutritionists here in the UK, explaining what's included, I thought I'd do my own quick version as to what's in there, what kind of stuff we have during the 30 Days to Healthy Living, and how it helps us, what jobs do those things do. So, quick whiz through. So there's a few things here that I tend to include in addition to what's on the 30 Days to Healthy Living, and I'll explain those to you another point in time. But for today, let's keep it basic. So there are a few different types of protein shake available. This one's vanilla, and I'm also using chai at the moment. You need 2 full bags of that to supply you with 2 shakes per day. So the scoops are included. You put 2 scoops of your preferred flavour into your shake each day. Now, in the UK, in Western society, we tend to have for breakfast either toast or cereal, something carbohydrate based, sometimes with fibre, sometimes not, sometimes with sugar like jam and honey and things like that on there. But either way, it's a fast way to provide your body with fairly low nutrient, low protein breakfast. So within a few hours you tend to get hungry again, and you may be not receiving all the vitamins, minerals, fibre, protein, good fats, and that you need to sustain energy and health within the body. So a shake is just a really handy way of getting a more balanced meal to start your day with. We'd also recommend another shake at lunchtime, although you can swap things around to do whatever suits you. Basically, you can have a shake in your evening instead of your evening meal if it's easier for you to have a nice big healthy balanced lunch instead. So I've got a NutriBullet. You can use whatever kind of liquidizer, food processor, whizzy uppy thing that you have got, and you can even make some of them in just a regular shaker cup. But because I tend to add fruit and vegetables and some other bits and bobs in there, it is more efficient to use a NutriBullet. It's something that will break down all of those fruits and vegetables in there, so you've got a nice, smooth, delicious, nutritious shake. So in addition to our 2 scoops of protein, we put in greens balance. So this is exactly what it says on there. It is some green powder. It doesn't sound exciting or amazing, but it is about the best flavoured thing that I have ever found. So, I work at Holland & Barrett. I've tried pretty much everything out there. I've been using various brands over the years, and anything that had spirulina or wheatgrass or barleygrass or anything like that tasted pretty minging. And I am fussy about flavours. I want to enjoy what I'm eating, but I also want it to do me a whole lot of good as well. So this one's just a tiny little scoop in there. We recommend to people that you just start with a tiny little bit of that, maybe a quarter of a scoop to begin with. You start feeding all those lovely bacteria that live on all the different types of nutrition that's in here. So I'll just give you an example. You've got some inulin in there, spirulina, alfalfa grass, barley grass. You've got chlorella in there, pumpkin fruit, quinoa, kale, carrot, pineapple juice, sweet potato, banana. Just tons and tons of different coloured fruit and vegetable extracts. And as we know, they all feed slightly different types of bacteria. And we want a really, really good balance, a really great array of those bacteria in our gut for great health. We also put this stuff in. So I mentioned inulin, but in here, I think that's backwards. In here you've got a whole load of inulin, which is proven against feed-friendly bacteria. So it helps with inflammation inside the gut and elsewhere in the body. It also helps with things like anxiety and depression, these things that can arise from inflammation and dysbiosis within the gut. If you nourish your good bacteria and crowd out your bad bacteria, and also starve your bad bacteria by cutting out some of the things that they love, like sugars and stress and all of those things, then you'll tend to find much better results in terms of anxiety, even if you're working on those from an emotional level, from an external level, tapping things like that. If you're not nourishing the gut and making sure that you are making plenty of serotonin, our happy hormone, keeping everything lovely and calm and balanced in there, then you're not going to get all the results that you want. That featured on The Truth About Sleep a couple of years ago now, and it was found that by taking something like that an hour before bedtime in a warm drink, it was massively improving people's sleep patterns. And how do you feel after a great night's sleep? So much more energized, refreshed, your brain functions normally, you're able to repair and do all those amazing things that I talk about in my stress talk. What else have we got? So on this plan, you're going to be cutting out your regular teas and coffees, not only because they contain dairy. I think I've got something between my teeth, that's attractive. No, not only because they contain dairy. Well, at least you can tell that I've been eating my greens and healthy stuff today. But they also contain caffeine. Now, caffeine doesn't suit us all in the quantities that we tend to drink it in modern society. When we reduce our caffeine intake, especially if it's from a source that's like an acidic source, we can end up relying on it, and it doesn't do the greatest of jobs in the body. But if you can just have a small amount on a daily basis in the morning time, it does help give you that refresh, it gives you that wake up. But if you combine it with things like the adaptogens that are in here, and so things like rhodiola rosea, ginseng, other adaptogenic herbs that help give you sustained energy, but also keep your stress levels down, they keep your cortisol and other stress hormones down, then you are going to get way better results in terms of energy. They also contain your B vitamins. Anybody who knows me knows I'm obsessed with vitamin B. So you just have one of these sachets, open it up, mix it in with a bit of water. You can either have it in a load of water, up to a litre, you can have it in 200 mils, whatever suits you, but that will help with that energy lift and that we're craving. You can have up to 2 of those per day. You get a choice of different flavours and you get 2 different boxes in there. Didn't mention in the fibre support, you're also getting your pectins. So your fruit pectins are in there, as well as inulin. So you're not just feeding one type of bacteria, you're feeding loads of different types of bugs with that. And the more the better. What else have we got? Tea. So, in addition to vitamin B, I am obsessed with tea. I love my herbal teas. This is one of the better flavours that I've found in all of the teas that I've tasted in the whole of my 11 years at Holland & Barrett. And this one is based on dandelion, so it helps with purification through the liver, detoxification of the kidneys as well. And it helps with throughput. So if you tend to have an issue with water retention and maybe bloated ankles, bloating around your belly, and if you get puffy eyes like me, so you can tell I had a reasonably big weekend and that I haven't been doing my 30 days to healthy living because my skin ends up getting really puffy around the eyes. When I follow the 30 days to healthy living, not only am I losing weight from my face and losing the puffiness around my eyes, but I get my vibrancy back, I get my glow back, all of the good stuff of following great nutrition that tends to happen. It really does shine through in our skin. So anything that helps with detoxification of the body helps with our skin health as well. It helps with reducing cravings, it helps with elimination of inflammation, and getting rid of toxins is such an important part of feeling better, feeling at our best selves. One of the talks that I did recently was on the effects of stress on the body, but I also did another talk on the effects of toxins and why it is so crucial in modern society when we're bombarded with toxins all the time to make sure that our body is finding it as easy as possible to get rid of those toxins. Yes, we've got a liver and kidneys and all of these other purification organs like our skin, it comes out through our breath. There's loads of ways that we can get rid of toxins. But we are literally surrounded by them and putting them on our body and in our body constantly that we need a little bit of help. Even if it's only every now and again. I try and do the 30 days to healthy living about 3 to 4 times a year. This year I'm a little behind. This will be my second one. But it does just make you feel so much better. So tea, you get 2 boxes of these. Each of them contains 20 tea bags. So I would recommend a couple of those tea bags per day, but each tea bag lasts me a good 2 to 3 cups. So I can make a pot full in the morning if I'm working at home, and I will just keep emptying my tea bag through the day, emptying it into a teacup through the day. You can have as many of these herbal brews as you want to. The more the better when it comes to purification. If you can manage 2 litres of filtered water, which includes your shake in the morning, it includes your tea bags and your fizz sticks as well, then you will feel so much better, because water is massively hydrating. Obviously, when we are hydrated, we have more energy. Our cells can work properly to manufacture energy for us. Our cells can work properly to eliminate all the toxins that are building up in them. We just work better at a cellular level, but not everybody enjoys drinking water. If you have a water filter, that's what I'm going to recommend that you use, but just water is great. What other goodies have we got? Oh, got some more fizz stick flavours here. And Digestion Plus, I nearly forgot. So, one of my favourite products here. Anything that improves our digestion has got to improve our system for detoxification as well. If we aren't digesting properly, well, the chunks are too big for us to extract all the nutrition from there, and we can't eliminate properly either. So everything can get backed up, the liver, the gallbladder, and it can cause so many problems. So if we get our digestive system working properly, everything else falls into place. And whereabouts is our immune system located? It's in our digestive system for the most part. So not only are we manufacturing hormones in there and creating our happy hormones, our sleep hormones, we are also extracting our energy, but we are training our immune system, our white blood cells, to do what they need to do to look after our body. And if our white blood cells aren't working properly, we end up with disease, and it can lead to cancer, a whole host of different immune problems, viral issues, bacterial, fungal. So it's so important to look after our immune system via our gut. So what's in this Digestion Plus then? You have got your friendly bacteria, and it's the coagulant strain, Bacillus coagulans. Now this one is proven in loads of different studies to be unaffected by stomach acid. So we need stomach acid to break down our food, but it does kill bugs. That's part of the job of it. It kills bacteria. So if it's killing our good bacteria, that's not so great for us. So if you have the coagulant strain, you can guarantee that it will end up going to the gut where it's needed. It also contains our prebiotics, which are things like our Inulin, to feed those friendly bacteria, to make sure that once you've put them in there, they're also getting fed. And that encourages colonies of other types of bacteria as well, not just the strain that's in here. You've also got digestive enzymes in there. These break down our food, and that's better for digestion, elimination, but also great for preventing autoimmune issues as well. Botanicals, the herbs that are in here, can help with reduction of bloating. Now, a lot of us struggle with bloating when we're eating the wrong foods, but even due to stress, IBS type symptoms as well. So this can help with all of those. It is not for everybody, and I would love to get your feedback if you've tried this. We would recommend gradually increasing all of these things into your diet if you are not used to these kind of things, because it is something that your body has to acclimatise to. Okay, what other good things have I got in here? Oh, these are other things that I shove into my shake in the morning. So I use a vitamin and mineral blend. It's just a powder, a tiny little scoop in there. I pop that into my shake in the morning to make sure I'm getting even more vitamins and minerals from a natural state. Metabolism support. So this is a mixture of things like chromium in there, green coffee bean extract, to do exactly what it says on the tin, to stimulate our metabolism. I also use the omega-3 plus. Now, all the products from Arbonne are vegan, gluten-free. We've got kosher-stated ones as well. They meet all sorts of strict standards as to what they are not allowed to put in, which is why I love the range. It's just so clean. Another thing that I use is the Daily Protein Boost. So this one's a slightly smaller scoop. What I often do in things that are quite highly flavoured, so if I'm putting in a shake and it's got something like the the cinnamon and apple and things like that in there to flavour it up. I don't necessarily need all of the flavour from the chai protein, so I might do 1 scoop of chai and I might do 1 scoop of protein. It just makes it last that bit longer too. And what other things have I got in here? So I sometimes use water in my shake, sometimes I'll use a milk alternative. So I love the flavour of coconut milk, also a great source of essential fatty acids, and I love the oat milk as well. So there are tons of different versions out there. The unsweetened is going to be best because it's got no added sugars in there, but a lot of them use natural sugars now. You can find stevia in there and things like apple juice. Just read the labels and see what they're about. When you get the 30 Days to Healthy Living, you'll also get a plan in there that explains what you need to eliminate, what things you need to include. It's got lots of motivational stuff in there as well. It's got space for you to record all your measurements in terms of weight and size and things like that. It's got space for you to record your goals on there. So getting you to think really deeply about what your goal is and why your goal is that, what's it going to mean to you. And when you get your head around that, you're a lot more likely to stick to any kind of plan. What else do I put in there? So I have a milk alternative. I also use some seeds. So I showed you those ones with flax and chia. These ones have got nuts in there as well, so ground nuts, and also some coenzyme Q10 added in there. If you don't know what that is, give me a buzz. I'll try and do a live about it at some point. It is amazing. In fact, I did a live a while ago now on energy production. It did feature in there. You can get the seeds just on their own. So these are chia seeds, whole ones, that I tend to use as well. And if I put that into a smoothie, it really thickens it up. So you've got a much thicker, more filling, satisfying shake. I put whole nuts in there as well because the NutriBullet will just whiz up whatever you put into it. Obviously the blanched almonds aren't the best choice because they've lost the fibre, haven't they? They've had their skins taken off, but that's just something that I grabbed out of the cupboard. I also put vegetables in there, so frozen spinach is the most convenient form for me. Unfortunately, I've still not been able to find it organic over here, so when I buy fresh, I buy the organic version, ideally unwashed, but for convenience, the frozen one just can't be beaten. I also use avocado in there. Again, it makes it feel really creamy and filling, and you can turn it into a smoothie bowl and eat it with a spoon out of the bowl instead of from a shake, so that you feel like you're having something filling and proper, and you can have it as a sit down meal with everybody as well that way. What else have I got here? So instead of peeling a fresh avocado every day, a quarter to half an avocado is more than enough for in one of your shakes. But I'm a bit of a cheat. I use these frozen avocado pieces. So I just shove a couple of those in. It makes it lovely and cold, chilled, which it makes it even more delicious and rich and creamy. So, fruit. So generally I have some frozen fruit, but again, it's quite hard to get hold of organic frozen fruit from our regular supermarkets. So when I buy my fresh fruit, I get it organic. These are blueberries. There are other berries that you can have on there, like strawberries, blackberries, a ton of different kind of berries out there, aren't there? And the better the mix you can have, the more benefit you're going to have in terms of health and flavour. So I think that's it. I've probably been on here for about 3 years because I've been ranting on, but I have tried to go at a million miles an hour. If you didn't catch anything, if you want me to explain anything, do bob me a question and I'll see if I can explain it. All right then, have a brilliant evening everyone. I'm starting the 30 days. I've started the 30 days today. So we've got a month probably of me showing you various previews, bits of information about some of the products on there and what I'm going to be having for lunches and breakfast and things like that. If it gets really annoying, I sincerely apologise, but I do get overexcited about it. You'll have to forgive me. All right then, have a brilliant evening. See you soon. Bye.